Hello and welcome to my channel, DLC for Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes, it has been since March. We have got the After Hours DLC. I have no idea what to expect, but that's all I know, pretty much. We do have a couple of cars we do know of. We've got a Pounder Custom, an Ocelot Swinger, but yes, it seems like we've finally got a massive DLC as well for GTA 5 after several months of having nothing. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of you are quite confused on why the Jester Classic hasn't actually came out before this DLC. But in a couple of days' time, I will release a video showing you why the Jester Classic never made it before this video. Before this DLC, I mean. And hello, Joshua Fernandez down there in the comments. In terms of regular cars, it's crap. Oh, well, that's not good news. Anyway, I'm going to get into this DLC with optimism of it being good. And let's see what we've got. Oppressor 2. Oh, don't tell me we've got another Oppressor. You've been awarded what? Oh, missed it. It said something, you've been awarded something. Anyway, I'm not bothered about all that. Let's have a look at what we've got. This is the reason why we... Oh, jeez. The Jester Classic. What is it? Is it a Dinker still? Oh, that's quite annoying in certain senses. Now, when this car actually was leaked in the DLC for the original DLC, I think it's called San Andreas Super Autos, whatever it was. This car was a Dinker, and we thought, oh, that doesn't make sense. It should be a Karin, as Karin is really Toyota in this game. And we thought they were going to change it, but they didn't. But I'm going to be optimistic about this. Now, what I have noticed in this picture is that the exhausts at the back are different to what I remember them being when I played with it in single player on my PC with mods. So hopefully they may have improved the back a bit, because it was pretty ugly at the back before. And if you may have noticed, I've got quite a lot of money, is that I've actually sold a lot of stuff on my account. I've sold about 20 cars and a lot of my aircraft, so... yeah, I feel a bit empty now. Right, the brand new car we've got that no one even knows about is the Ocelot Swinger. Now, to me, this looks like it's based off of the Jaguar XJ13. It is pretty much literally the Jaguar XJ13, to be honest. And that looks lovely. $909,000, which, to be honest, is not too bad. It's around the same sort of money as a, was it the Viserys? So that's not too bad at all. What colour should we have it? We have it in red because it's red in the picture there. Office garage 2. Right. Oh, press the wrong button. Right. Travel transport, legendary motorsports. So yeah, we've got nothing else there, which is a tad weird. No more aircraft. War stock. I bet this is gonna be full. Ah, here we go. Right, so we have got the Mule Custom. Ah, right, here we go. So we've got trade price and buy in your nightclub warehouse. So, of course, we've got warehouses to buy as well. I apologise if you hear those bikes storming past. Actually, it might be a plane. Good missions. So is that, like, CEO for crates? Or is that anything? So it could be car CEO. I don't know. And then we have the Pounder Custom, which, of course, we'll buy these in a later date after we've done all the sales. Nothing there. So we've got a couple of vehicles. Dock tees, any boats? No, I wasn't really expecting any. Oh, for crying out loud. The internet connection again. Oh, getting really sick of that. Any bicycles? No, I wasn't expecting that anyway. Southern San Andreas. Right, what do we have? We have got a Mammoth Patriot Stretch. Now, to be honest, did you really need this car? Again, it's one of these 5 sell good missions. Oh my god, festival bus. What's the point of this? Fair enough, we've got a... am I actually seeing this? Am I actually seeing how much that is actually worth? 1.3 million on trade price. I don't really know what to say about that. Apart from, that's pretty crap. Who would spend 1.3 million on that? This thing's got to be really cool. It's got to have some stupidly good features for it to be worth that amount. Bloody hell. Right, so vehicles, as you say down there, Joshua, in the comments, it's pretty rubbish. Is there any Benny's vehicles? I didn't even bother looking at Benny's vehicles because we haven't had one for over a year. No, so that's pretty boring as well. Okay, I agree with you. I agree with you there, Joshua. The cars are pretty bad. Right. Let's have a look at foreclosures. I think it's been foreclosures. Yes, it is. Oh, so what we got? We got a LSIA nightclub. We got a Elysium Island nightclub. We got a Cypress Flats, 1.3 million, 1.5 million, 1.5. I'm not entirely sure what to do with my a nightclub. There's none out there, is there? None in Paleto Bay or anything like that. Nope. So they're all in the city. So I don't know whether it might be worth having a nightclub right next to my office, which is somewhere around here. What's this then? So Pillbox Hill Clubhouse. Oh, that's bikes. So yeah, motorbikes. My office is there, so I don't know whether it's worth having the nightclub near my office or whether to have it a little bit further away. Don't know. I think it might be good to have it close to all my warehouses and things, and then mainly over this area, so it might be worth having it here. The Cypress Flats nightclub. And then we got the La Mesa nightclub. I don't know if there's any differences between the most expensive ones or not, or whether they're all going to look the same, just depends on the area. I'm not quite sure. There's one down here. Where's this one? Elysium Island nightclub down there. So I suppose, where is it? Elysium Island, so... Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. There. That looks like it's right next to my 10-car garage I got there. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Should I just dive in and go for one that's pretty cheap, or should I... Being pretty cheap is not always the best way to go. I know, it's bikers. 1.3... I don't know. What should we do? What should we do? Where's this? I don't even know where this is. The below one's trash. What does that mean? Is there something about the Which one's the best one, do you know there, Joshua? In the comments. I don't know which one's the best, I have no idea. I'd imagine them being cheap is a reason for them being cheap. There's always a reason for something being cheap. Because considering this is going to be quite a vital building, it's going to be something where you'd be doing missions with for all the time. So you'd be doing your car CEO, your crates, your biker stuff, and your other bits and pieces as well. I think whatever the businesses are, you'll be doing from this. So it is very important, really, that the building I choose is the best building I can have, because otherwise I've been really messing things up. I was looking at a Del Perro one actually, that was giving me a bit of a vibe. 1.6 charming 20 style building. Yeah, whatever, we'll go for that. So what have we got? Oh, that was nice in there. Pink, hell no. Blue definitely. Light rig. How much? 88 grand, fair enough. No. Ooh, blimey. Better not be epileptic. You know, I quite like the original lights. Nightclub name. Can we change it? Or we got choose these selections. Well, it looks like we've got to choose these. Tony's Funhouse. Omega. I don't even know how to pronounce that one. Paradise. Studio Los Santos. The Palace. Galaxy. Ooh. Play video? What do you mean down there, Josh? You're saying, wait, you don't watch them play video? What's the... Is it like a video or something? Oh, preview video unavailable. Oh, I see. Look, it says there. Look, preview video unavailable. I didn't even notice that there. Weird. Whatever. Rockstar seem to be going a bit mad at the minute. Maisonette Los Santos. Just technology. That's good enough. Right, so we've got storage. We've got add up to 4 extra floors to your storage facility. That cost me 1.7 million. Add up to 3 extra floors with a garage. We definitely need garage space. And that's going to cost me 2.1 million. Dancers. Yeah. Dry ice. You were going to go all out on this one, I think. The storage is all for your stock, but I don't know whether I'm going to use it, to be honest. I don't think we're going to need extra storage. I don't know. You can use show distances? Oh, there's a... I'm not even paying attention to what's going on here. So we got this one. Oh, that's fine for me. Why has the money suddenly dropped? I had 4 million before. Oh yeah, because I was just changed the storage, didn't I? So I think I don't even know how much 1 is. Maybe 1 or 2 is good enough, I would have said. Because I don't know. We'll put 3 on for now, and then when we do more sale missions and think, oh my god, we need more storage space, then obviously we'll just add it on. So for the nightclub I've chosen, with all these options, it's going to cost me 3.8 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But I have got loads of garage space. I don't know how many garage slots there are per garage, if you get what I mean. And we don't know how big a storage spot is, so it's not too bad, to be honest. It's cheaper than a aircraft hangar, so it's not too bad. Right, let's buy this thing and see my money disappear. And let's set waypoint. Let's head our way off to there. But first of all, I've just bought some cars, so let's check out the new cars. Oh, Garage 2. So the 2 new cars we got that I bought so far is the Ocelot Swinger and the Dinga Jester Classic, which the Jester Classic I was quite annoyed about before. When I've driven it in story mode on my PC, I wasn't particularly impressed because the customization was pretty rubbish, the handling was weird, and I really didn't like the exhaust at the back. They were really huge exhausts and they looked horrible. But
listen, this is Tony Prince. I'll cut straight to the chase. I heard you were a savvy investor, shall we say? Yes, I like that, a savvy investor. I'm not such a savvy investor. I was gonna open up a chain of venues, only that's all gone to shit. Again. But head over to foreclosures.mazebank.com and buy one out of foreclosure. I can open you the best nightclub in the whole state. Any of them. Seriously. And so you don't think I don't understand, where there's nightclubs, there's cash. And where there's cash, there's money that can be washed. Anyway, think about it. For the love of all that is fine in this world.
Don't worry, man, I bought one already. I'm way ahead of the game here. Right. The Swinger. That is one beautiful looking car. I'm actually a bit annoyed that it wasn't a Jaguar E-Type. That's because when they said, oh, we're releasing the Ocelot Swinger, I thought that's reeking Jaguar E-Type, but it's a Jaguar XJ13, so I'm not really that bothered as it is still a Jag. But even so, that looks so good. It's such a good looking car. And then we've got the Jester over here, and I think they've patched the exhaust. Yes, they've patched the exhausts. The exhausts look good. Before they were absolutely massive, and it looked revolting. It actually looked revolting. And actually, this actually looks pretty good now. The only thing that does annoy me is the fact that it is a Jester Classic. I think they should have called it something completely different. Because if you're trying to relate it to real life, a Jester Classic would be a Honda NSX. But now it's a Toyota Supra, so I'm a little bit confused why they've decided to use that name, because that's kind of removed the possibility of us having a Honda NSX and it making sense, because the Jester that's in the game already is the new Honda NSX or Acura NSX. So they have kind of messed that up a bit, but they can still add an NSX, but they just call it something else. But I think what they should have done is called this a Carrion Jester Classic, then it wouldn't matter so much. I'm so happy they patched those exhausts because they were disgusting originally.
What she need then?
To be honest, there's not really much to be changed on this. Right, so let's have a look at the bumper options. Oh, there's a lot more bumper options than I remember on story mode PC before the update. Ah, look at these. I love that turbo, look at that. Spinning away there, that's awesome. So of course we've got drift build, street build with canards. Oh, we've got this massive street bumper. But to be honest, I quite like it stock now. Change the colour. Maybe change the colour, but I think black is quite a super style colour. Carbon diffuser, you've got all the big diffusers on it. We've got a carbon rear. Is that, what's changing there? What's changing? Oh yeah, you can see the back bumper's all carbon fibre. It's hard to see when you've got a black car.
Whatever you decide.
We've got chassis, we've got secondary cage, primary cage, race seats with secondary cage, and race seats with primary cage. Again, this is an awesome car if you want to make a custom build, where for me I like to make it as sort of close to the original as possible. Alright, let's have a look at the exhausts. So we have a single chrome exhaust, we've got twin chrome exhaust, dual titanium exhaust, and twin... yeah, I think the exhausts were like this originally, but they're not quite the same, they're a little bit different. But the exhaust options are so much nicer to look at. And I'm going to go for that one. So I like the way, I like those exhausts there because they're actually quite discreet and they're quite nice, where the other ones were, so look really out of place. Where this one is quite like a Toyota Supra, and I like that. Headlight covers, oh, this definitely didn't have this customization on here before. Hood curvy high lids, half cut high lids. We've got other little light options there. Again, I quite like the lights as they are. Originally when this car was first leaked, I didn't like the way the front looked. I thought the lights were too big, but now we've seen it in the game, it looks really good. So we've got a rear splat. Looks like some kind of mud guard that's a bit OTT. And then we've got bolt-on arches. I quite like it as it is. Bonnets, right, we've got loads of bonnet options. We've got custom hood, scooped, vented performance, carbon custom, carbon scooped, carbon vented, carbon performance, and that's it. Again, I quite like it as it is, even though I quite like the vented one. I don't know what to do. Probably that. Probably that one. Livery. Now, we didn't have liveries in the game before the update. Nice. Jester 2000. We got that one. We've got Slapdash, Torn Camo, Atomic Drift, X-Aero Racing, 10-minute car. Oh, there's quite a lot of... There's decent liveries. They weren't brilliant, but they were decent. Respray. Now, what colour should I do this? I thought black is quite a Supra style colour. But maybe red? I don't know. What colour should we go for? I could quite like it in black though. Is there a Fast and Furious livery? To be honest, I haven't watched Fast and Furious for years, so I don't even know what the liveries are in that film. I mean, it's that, isn't it? I think that's the Fast and Furious one. I can imagine it. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Because if you paint it orange and then you have that, yeah, I remember now. It's coming back to me. Right, so what should we do? I quite like it stock. I quite like my stock cars. But I don't know what colour to go for. I think I would like to keep it in black, because the black's the sort of colour I know Supra's being in, but also I quite like it in white and red. So I'm not quite sure what colour to go for. You know, is there a spoiler options? Have I missed the spoilers? Because I'm sure there were spoiler options before.
No rush at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it in black. I like it in black. But we can change the trim colour, which is good, because I like changing interior, and I'm gonna put it in cream, I think. Bleach brown, very similar. Cream, yes, cream interior, it's got to happen. Roof, right, so we've got a roof scoop, we've got secondary roof scoop, carbon roof scoop, and no, not going to worry about that. Oh, there's spoilers, good. We've got skirts there, spoilers, yes, I need to stick the Supra spoiler on immediately. There it is. I'm sticking that on immediately. Love it. But let's just have a quick browse of the other spoilers as well. So we've got these massive wings. I don't even know what to say about that really, apart from it being twice the width of the car. I'm kidding, it's not really, but it half looks like it. But that spoiler's perfect. I'm keeping that. Suspension's fine. Turbo. Wheels. Now I think I'm going to keep the wheels as well. I quite like the wheels as they are. Yeah, just keep the wheels as they are, but I might put them in chrome and have them, not them, them. There we go. Now let's exit to the ground and give this thing a bit of a drive. I'm so happy they didn't release this car during the last update, because they've changed this thing and it looks so good. It looks good, I mean, it looks so good. I read your comment down there, Joshua, and made me say it. Oh yeah, this thing looks so much better. Something about the back looks different as well, and it makes it look so much better. Interior is a bit lame, you could say, because it's just an old interior from the game. But to be honest, I'm quite happy with it because it matches the car very well. It handles quite well. I know they had trouble with handling before. Look at that, I'm throwing that through the corner and it just went round it without any hassle at all. I know it used to struggle with bumps. Yeah, so a few bumps could cause this thing to spin out, which is a bit annoying. I remember it being like that when I was in story mode. Whoops. It drifts quite well. I can't really ever drift, but that really does drift well. Lovely looking car. Then there's only one thing. Oh, there's only one thing that annoys me about it, and the fact it's a dinker. I think if they called it a Karen, that would have been much better. But oh well, that doesn't matter. It's not much of a worry. I just think they might call it an NSX, like call the Honda NSX something completely different. Like it might be, I don't know, the HSX. Oh, just randomly naming something from the top of my head. So then we'll customise the XJ13, and then we will drive it up to the nightclub and see what's going on up there. Have a listen to this thing. I was expecting a bit more than that. I was expecting a new noise there, people. Come on, Rockstar. You've been lazy again, just repeating the same noises again.
Anything I can do? Anything at all?
Bloody hell, that takes forever to the rev. That must rev up to like 20,000 RPM. Right, let's have a look at the exhausts. So we've got pinch dual exhaust. I can't imagine that being any good for your engine performance at all. Slightly dual exhaust, round bore. Bloody hell, look how tiny those exhausts are. I can't even remember what the AJAG XJ13 looks like from the back. I think it has side exhausts, the XJ13. You know, I don't like those exhausts. They're pretty big. They're a bit oversized to my liking. So I think what I'll do, I'll stick. I can't see anything. Yeah, that'll do. They're quite cheap actually. 700 quid for those exhausts. Normally they're about £2 or something for exhausts. Right, so let's have a look at what we've got here. So we've got a carbon vertical grille. We've got a carbon horizontal grille, chrome vertical grille, and chrome horizontal grille. So, oh, the XJ13 doesn't even have a emblem or anything in there, I don't think. If I had my laptop with me, I would be able to have a look, but I'm trying to do it all full from memory. So what we've got here, we've got race lights, and we've got race light with fogs, which look cool, but I'm going to keep it as it is. Sorry. Then we've got the stock with, oh, I like that, with the bonnet catches. And I can't bother to read all that, there's loads of them, but I'm just going to scroll through it nicely. Oh, I can't remember what it looks like. I think it's that. Alternative hood with latches, I think that's the one it is. Lights, livery. Right, so let's move on to liveries. So we've got racing stripes, we've got Total Ride Motos. Classic Ocelot stripes. I know there's one called a Swinger livery. Oh no, God Save the Queen, I think was one of the liveries that they mentioned about in the newswire. Hawk and Little, Hayes Auto Body Shop, the Ocelot. My door just slammed. Global Oil. There we go, for Queen and Country, there we go. See, this is what annoys me in a way. Now, some of you are probably thinking, what's going on here? Why are you whinging about this car so much? But, this livery, if you don't know, is actually on a Jaguar E-Type in a British comedy called Austin Powers. Now, he had a Jaguar E-Type called the Swinger in that film, or yeah, I think it's a film, and this is the livery it had on it. So if this was an E-Type, that would have been perfect, but it's an XJ13, so it's a bit annoying, but also it's logical at the same time, because they can do what they like, Rockstar. Right, there's no liveries there that sort of grabbed my attention, so we'll leave that off. Respray, right, so, oh, that's the trim colour. Classic, it's British Racing Green, we need British Racing Green. British Racing Green is not there, it is Racing Green, there it is. Same colour as my penetrator in this game. Oh, not chrome. I think I'll put that in green as well. So it just changes the headlight mounts. Yeah, it seems like it. Just changes the headlight mounts. Oh, gone past it. Sea green, racing green. There we go. Trim colour. Oh, look at this interior. That engine revs so weirdly. It's so slow, the revving up to that. It's quite unusual. Now, what is changing really? The steering wheel. Oh, we've got to have that in brown.
Life is hard when you can have anything.
Oh, it's changing something at the front. I was changing the bonnet straps at the front. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick it in brown. I quite like, because it's quite classical being in brown. I think it's called Beechwood Brown. Yes, there it is. Perfect, very classical. Suspension, won't worry about that. Oh, so we've got stock trunk, or stock boot in our case, outtake boot, and outtake with latches. Ugh, those are horrible. Turbo wheels. Wheels I'm not changing at all, those wheels are brilliant. Perfect wheels. It's a shame. I think it looks really cool. That is a really good looking car. Right, let's give this thing a bit of a test drive. I don't really know what to say about the performance of this thing. Well, apart from that the handling is very, very limited. I've got to say though, this is definitely one of the best looking cars in this game. It's got to be up there in the top 10, surely. It's an amazing looking car. But I've noticed a few things wrong with it. It's not going to be a performance car. It's got long gears. That's one of the best things I could say about it. The gears are extremely long. It's putting the engine under a lot of pressure at the first sort of beginning of the revs. At low revs, it's really straining the engine because you can. Whoa. Yeah, the handling's not too bad. It's just weird. It's getting used to this engine. No, it may not. You may not translate better as well as it seems through you watching this video. But it is unusual driving this because the way that it doesn't change gear into a long time. So. It just doesn't feel like the acceleration's there. But it's a bit weird. But it is nice. It's a nice looking car. It's quite pleasant to drive, really. I was just seeing your comment down there, Josh. You say I never upgrade my cars. I don't ever upgrade my cars. I don't know why. I think it's because it's so expensive. Like you end up spending like 100 grand on top of the car, just by tuning it up. Where instead I like to have my cars stock. I do like stock cars and make it look like the real life equivalent. It feels like it's got a stupidly high top speed once you get to it though. Yeah, this thing's actually, whoa, pretty fast. Right, let's go off to my nightclub. I haven't even seen my nightclub. They'll be spending like millions of pounds on it, and I haven't even... It does feel like the gears have been just too big for the engine to cope with. Like it just feels like the gearbox is straining the engine. It's quite weird. It's very quiet as well. I wasn't expecting the engine to be so quiet in a race car. Well, I'm loving this interior. Ouch. That is some bad driving, man. Right, let's have a look at my nightclub. I'll just be driving right past it as well. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Is there a car parking spot anywhere? It's really weird. It seems to move, this car, but without making any noise. It's like an electric car. But, nevertheless, that is still an amazing looking car. Lovely. Right, let's go and have a look at this thing. It's probably going to be a cutscene, so I better shut up.
This is meant to be a live event, people! We need lights! Where's the light man? Brian! Give me a fucking spotlight! Alright, let's run through this. Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to witness live television entertainment in front of your very eyes. This is Fame or Shame Live with your host, Laszlo! He does that, and then, shut out! And then I run on, and everybody claps, and then I go, it's time to introduce the guests. And then, where's my assistant with a list of guests? Hello? If you pull that pregnancy pity party on me one more time, I will lose my cool, okay? Tony, your friend's here.
All right, thank God. Brilliant. That's a wrap. Piss off, Laszlo. What? This is a nightclub. This live version of an awful TV show is not happening.
But Tony...
Oh, but, Tony, please, nothing. We have a new landlord. We're going back to what we do best. Playing loud music, encouraging awful behavior, dancing until dawn, and having personal crises like good, God-fearing idiots.
Tony, please, I'm desperate.
Listen, I love narcissism. I built a career on narcissism. I stare into the mirror and beat off like a real man. I pose, I preen, but there's a limit here. I cannot, I will not sit here and watch it. We need kids, young people, midlife crisis divorcees, whoever's gonna bring the party. And we need them wasted, and we need them dancing. Not taking selfies with some fuckwits! I ran the fucking 1980s. I was the 1990s. And I'm back. Get me a DJ!
But, Tony, I'm the DJ.
You're not a fucking DJ. You're a dick.
A dick? But, Tony, I got you a bunch of celebs.
I'm Gay Tony. The Gay Tony. I'm the celebrity here. Me and him. But if you want to bring some famous people into the club, we will host them gracefully. Because I am favor and grace, and I am back. I got an investor. We're running shit again. I need a DJ. I've been high since 2010. What do these kids need nowadays? I'm having a breakdown. I'm too old.
Me too. Tony, can we hug?
Yeah.
Please.
Sure, yeah.
You shouted at me a lot.
All right.
And Tony?
Yeah.
I don't think you can say Gay Tony anymore. It's not PC. The internet will go crazy.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind. All right. Find me English Dave.
English Dave?
The DJ, the booker, he's in the book. All right, come on, boss, let me show you around. All right, listen, big guy, work your list of famous people. We're opening very soon.
Okay, you got it.
All right. I am gonna fix this place up for you. You can do whatever you want down here. Literally, whatever you want. That's a gorgeous space. Plenty of room. Lots of storage. You can set up a hub for your other businesses, maybe. I don't know, I'm just saying. Whatever you need. I know nothing. I mean, I know everything, but make your way through there. You got a computer in there. You can bring another staff down here, your whole entourage, whatever you need. Sure know how to set that up. And upstairs is another office with a computer on the same network. You can run the club businesses out of that. And the interior team ready to move in. Oh, and the name, Technology. Let's go.
Amigo! Que pasa?
Hello, Dave. Hello, Dave. My new investor, English Dave.
Safe skin. Respect. So how you been, Tone? Long time, no power.
Hi, Zakai, Dave, and Curse and Fate. And you?
Oh, never better, old son, never better. One love. Nose back?
Ah, no, thanks.
Suit yourself. What can I do you for?
We're reopening as a nightclub. A proper underground dance music paradise.
What kind of crowd do you want in this, paradise?
Don't be judgmental, Dave. We're gonna make this place amazing. I need people, you know, who know music. Club music.
What you need, old son, is a European. Someone with savoir-faire. Someone who can bring in the business. Let me see. No, not him. Not her. To open this dump, bring in a good crowd. Solomon. It's the proper shit. Great music, great crowd, and no cheese.
How much?
Let me see what I can do. Daniel, his manager, owes me a favor. I've got a few other DJ ideas as well. One love.
One love. We've got to get to work. I'll stay here and oversee the improvements. You get us a staff and a sound system. Do you know Ritual Sacrifice? Festival out in the desert? Gotta borrow some things from their socialist utopia. And staff. I've arranged to poach a few. It's all on the office computer.
Wow, that's a lot to pick up. Well, where do we start? Am I in first person? Yeah, I am in first person, right. Oh, get back in first person, there we go. So we're here, wherever here is. Let's go to that computer sign. Somewhere, wherever it is. It's quite a large space, this one. This is our private office, so this is where we obviously have our hub and we work doing our businesses through that. Yep, so let's do this nightclub then. This is a log on to computer, access the nightclub management app and begin the setup for the rest of your club. So obviously at the moment it's in its sort of setup stages. So let's jump on here. Oh look, it's actually got the website on there. Look at that, it says Legendary, Warstock, Maze Bank. It's all got that stuff on it. Normally it just comes up with like whatever the business name is. So I wonder when the updates come through and those pictures change, that changes. By the way, one new thing, we can actually have a person who will collect crates, biker stuff, etc. That's pretty cool. Oh, register as a CEO. Nightclub management. Invite to club. Entry cost. Free? Have you got about entry cost? Bloody hell. Enabled. Nightclub everyone. DJ booth. Bloody hell, there's all this stuff. I don't have any idea what it's all about. We will learn all about that as we go along. So, passive collector. Oh, that's awesome. Well, that means we're going to have to buy the... if we buy a larger warehouse, then we've got more to sell if we've got a passive income. Money making... Can't think of the word. Access must be granted by Tony Prince. Please complete the nightclub setup. Staff, yeah, whatever. Let's get going. We're 40 minutes into this ruddy live stream. We haven't done anything yet but review 2 cars.
Okay, here we go. Get us our staff. You can pick them up in any order. You're collecting our head bartender, the head of security, and front of house, and someone to run your warehouse. Bring them all in here, and we'll get it rolling.
I love the sound of this thing. Oh, where's the person? Here it is. Now, I'm sure in one of the GTA 4 stories, not Nico Bellic, but the other guys, with Gay Tony in it, it must have been the Gay Tony, he had one of these shafters. Wasn't the V12 though, I think it's the one we had in the game right at the start. Whoops. Bloody hell. What happened to the handling? Right, so we've got to go and collect my session, so hopefully I won't get blown up by anyone. Now earlier, Joshua, down there in the comments, you mentioned about an Oppressor 2.0. I haven't seen that yet. Is that an unreleased vehicle? Because I haven't seen the unreleased vehicles yet. I didn't even bother looking at Twitter or anything like that before I've even... I thought I'd do the live stream first, so don't reveal any secrets. Drip feed. Whoa.
Cool to be working with you. We gonna go get the others?
Is Marcel on board? He'll handle all security and the whole front of house setup. Used to be I would work the velvet rope, but that's a young man's game. Marcel here has a laser eye for good people and bad. He'll make sure all the right kids are coming in and the wrong ones are staying out.
Was that Tony? It's great to have him on this coast. This place has a lot to live up to. Man, I remember Mason at 9 when it was the place. Tony always hooked me up in LC.
Yeah. Right, where am I going? I'm just trying to navigate myself through this and not even like paying attention where I'm going. I'm trying to listen to what everyone else is saying as well, like what all the characters are saying. Spoiler, it has fire. What has fire? Sorry Josh, I'm looking at your comments down there. Sorry about your suspension, but this needs to be done quickly.
Cool, let's do it. Okay, I'm so pumped to be working your bar for you. Whoa, look at this big guy.
Hey, babe.
Alright, let's take... Oh, here he goes again.
You got Connie, the liquor lady? At the bar, we're keeping it simple. Beer, shots, champagne of course, and some really top-drawer whiskeys. This girl does simple better than anyone else in the business. Doing simple really fucking well is an art form. You'll see.
I take your word for that one.
I was wondering if you'd be on board for this one.
It's Tony Prince. Of course I'm in. Hey, how'd he get you to leave the gentry?
One word, Solomon.
I feel you.
So I'm just reading your comments down there, Joshua, before I crash. You're saying that there's an Oppressor 2.0 and it's got countermeasures? If that's the case, I'm not even playing online anymore. Explosive mini... Oh my god. An Oppressor of all that is... That's it, I'm dead. This game is dead, if that's the case. No, I haven't even got the original Oppressor and I've had to fight against those stupid, horrible, nasty pieces of crap, and I hate them. I hate them as well, completely. And in the Deluxos, I wish they never made that thing fly around and have guns. I think they should have had it as a DMC DeLorean. That would have been fine by me. Anyway, let's stop ranting about this thing we haven't even seen yet, and let's pick up this person.
Hello? Great, it's you. Oh, we're kind of full. Room for one more?
Good to meet you.
What's up?
Ugh. Try not to smash up Tony's car.
That looks like Johan, your tech. He'll run the warehouse. You know, all your other businesses. It's an important part of the operation. The part that's paying the rent. You can plug into any manufacturer you have set up and bring it through our storage here. He's a clever boy.
So is
So
this
he,
everyone?
so then what he does, he goes around collecting all
Look at
my
you.
stuff, like as a passive income.
On your first day?
Hey, Tony,
Mm.
Solomon?
So what is the best business, like in terms of crates, is definitely
It's gonna be pretty
the Secure
sweet,
Serve, isn't it? Even though it does cost a lot of money to originally set it up. Like you've got to spend like 18 grand per crate, and then you get 36 at the end, so you effectively double your money. I suppose that's the only crate mission there is, though. Oh, it's Smuggler's Run and CEO, isn't it? Bikers don't have that. It's just like a passive income.
Hey, look. This is it.
All right.
Just park the car in the middle of the road. Why not? The staff were transported to the nightclub. Good. I need some staff, otherwise it's a bit of an empty building.
Okay, we've got our core team. Now, if we can just get that audio equipment, we can finish setting up this place. When you're ready, come and access the computer.
Oh, we're accessing that computer. Oh, so we've got a stage looks things over there with that guy sitting on it. Go up the stairs and we've got a bar. This is probably where the woman stands and we get all the drinks from there. We spin round here and go through this door. Up here, VIP. And here's our computers and stuff. There's loads of garage, isn't it? Is this the garage? I don't know, this might be a storage place. It looks like a garage door. This building is massive. Oh, there's one way to enter the building as well. You can go through that door. I didn't even know that door even existed. Just exploring this building is going to take a long time. Right, let's go and continue on with this. Set up equipment, yes, definitely. Let's get this thing set up. And let's see all my £3 million worth explode. Not literally, obviously. Go to the festival.
Okay, head out into the desert. Like
Desert?
I said, we need
Why?
to borrow some equipment from this festival, Ritual Sacrifice. I don't know if these guys are dorks, DJs, or doomsday preppers. Probably all of the above. But they've got a killer speaker system and it's on wheels. The crew is having a bit of a festival wind-down party. So get over there and get the system. And maybe try not to kill anyone. I've got enough angst as it is.
No, can't kill anyone. Right, let's spawn my pyro. That might be vehicles. Actually, the Hydra might be a better one. Oh yeah, I'm going to move. My vehicle. There's Hydra on. There it is. Right, let's steal your wheels. You do not call me that. I'll just steal your car anyway. It makes it more worthwhile. Go. Right, let's go and pick up my Hydra. Collect this thing. Try not to kill anyone. And then hopefully we have a set up nightclub then. So you see the Sultan is very, very similar to the Jester Classic. It's got exactly the same wheels, pretty much exactly the same interior as well. It's just in terms of the stuff, the content, that's not the word I'm after, but the assets, that's it, from the Sultan have been moved on to the Jester, which makes it more logical if it was a Karin. But that's my opinion. By the way, the party bus parts do fall off. Ooh. Okay, there's be something a bit funny. How do you know all this, Joshua? You've been watching other people's videos that come out before mine. Must be I was a bit slow, because my update didn't come to my PlayStation to about 20 minutes after the 10 o'clock, which is when they normally release the DLC, and it took about 40 minutes for it to download, so I'm sure a lot of people out there have made videos before me. Right, let's fly over there, collect this thing, and see what's going on. Everything's gonna be rubbish now. I'm thinking about that oppressor. Ugh. I don't even want to think about it. To be honest, I am so glad I've got a PC with mods. Hopefully they don't do anything stupid with the mods and say, oh, mods can't be made on GTA 5 anymore or anything like that again. Otherwise that would just kill the game off for me. But I do enjoy the mods a lot, but sometimes it can feel a bit sort of stale, because you've sort of got the vehicle as you spawn it in and you've got the vehicle. It's not any kind of grinding involved in getting the vehicle, so it just doesn't feel like it's yours. And also, when you quit the game, your car disappears anyway, so it doesn't really feel that special. So sometimes it can be a bit lame, but I'd rather be a bit tad lame, but then be able to use every single vehicle in the game, including some bonus things like the cargo jet, and not having to play with bloody oppressors with counter flares and missiles and things. Right, let's inspect what's going on here. So this bus costs £1.3 million with trade price. It's pretty mad. There's a new plane, an icon since day one. Can't think of what that would be, but you need to kill. So try not to kill anyone. So let's attempt not to kill anyone. Can I get in through this side? Bye bye, people. Enjoy your ride. He's still there. Is he alive still? Nah, I don't think he is. Oh well. There's only one. Could be more. So drive this bus of lights to the nightclub. So what's sit inside? It's just a bus with loads of flashy lights on. I guess if we had music on, it would be hold on. This can be very impractical. You can't even drive it underneath a motorway signpost. That's be quite impractical, definitely. I don't think it's worth 1.3 million though, because you could buy like the Wagner or something like that for that. And then in the end of the day, all you're getting is a rusty bus with lights at the top. But whatever. You can destroy it, so I can rip these lights off. Oh well, let's try it. There we go. That's better. It won't matter. I was worried that he was going to whinge at me because I broke the light off. I do like the lights. They are pretty cool on the side there, like the checkered flag going on. The only trouble is, it is a bus at the end of the day, and it's very slow. But I wouldn't be able to know the uses of this thing until I've actually shown what the uses are. But I suppose when you've got music I was mentioning earlier, it would probably be blaring it out. A bit like a lowrider car when you've got the boot speakers in the back. What DJ do you like? I don't even know. I haven't even tried any of the DJs on this yet. Yeah, this does remind me of a biker sale mission. Was I meant to test out the DJs? Was there a way I could test the DJs out? Madonna and Solomon. Are they? They're not real, are they? They're right in this game. I've heard of Solomon, but I haven't heard of Madonna on this. Unless you're talking about real life, I'm not quite sure. I don't really know much about music, especially dance music. Have you got a new radio station? Just wondered, because they were saying about new music, but I don't think there's a new radio station. Oh, there goes some of the speakers. I've kept most of the stuff on. You can make this into some kind of like car transporter. You can put the car on the top there. Just knock all the speakers off and put a car on top. You press the horn, it turns the lights off. If it doesn't have a horn, it just turns the light on and off. So we have lost a few components to this, but it doesn't matter because no one's whinged at us yet. Oh, there goes a traffic light. Yeah, it would be nearly impossible for me to drive this thing around with everything on top. Oh, there goes the other speakers. The speakers on the side, oh that's lucky. I just knocked them all off. So I do get whinged out eventually. It does remind me of Buy Sell missions where you got like the slowest vehicle ever and you got to go miles. Now, I did a Buy Sell mission yesterday in online, and I had the Go Postal mission, and I had the dumpster truck as well, the bin lorry mission, all next to each other. It was so annoying. Brakes. Right, so we've delivered the bus, and let's see what my nightclub looks like when it's all set up.
All right, lift it up, a little bit. Yeah, oh, perfect. All right, come here, look at this. I love it. Technology. What do you think? I think it's 100. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm seeing tracers. I am the opening DJ. Get the crowd bumping. Get the millennials boys with the wooka 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 wooka. Go away. What? Go get me some celebrities for opening night. Put up in the VIP lounge if you have to, but you will not be DJing. My glow stick. Oh. Now, let me show you what we got ready for you. Come downstairs. Now remember, I do not nor want to know what's going on down there. I will plead absolute stupidity. But if you need my help, anytime, count on me. Now, this place is fully operational, huh? I don't do the tax returns, and I don't deal with whatever goes on down here. Now, I'm just a club manager, but if you happen to, say, fill it with some, various products of your illicit businesses, I could probably help you sell them. All right, now, everything else in the computer over there, and in the office. Shall we head upstairs? Here's our private office. The computer where you'll run things, my desk is over here. Hear no evil, see no evil. Good, all right, let's go get a quick drinky at the bar.
Brave, mate. Think of nothing. Absolutely nothing. And brave. Ain't it amazing? Hello, Tone. Sniff?
Ah, no thanks. Hey, baby, 4 shots.
Good news. The big European is on the wing. Private, of course. Spared no expense, as you're paying. Well, it was a cheap plane, but whatever. Should we go and pick him up?
And when you get back, we shall have ourselves a little party. Yeah. Here's to technology. Yeah.
See you shortly.
You alright, lads?
A little fucked up.
The PlayStation sounds like it's going to blow up. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's screaming. Wow. Right, so what we've got to do, collect Solomon from the LSIA. Enter a vehicle. Or the vehicle.
Solomon's coming to LSIA. Let's get out there, alright? This city don't know what's about to happen to it. Solomon, our Slavic saviour. There will be rhythm. There will be groove. And above all else, there will be feels. No one does emotional like that Balkan beast. Believe! Bring the tears to check. No! A 2-hour Solomon set's done more for me than 10 trips to rehab. And I don't know how long on a couch talking to a head shrinker. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Let's get started.
Not really much to say about that.
Hey, look, what you doing with that place? Technology, proper naughty. About time too. Los Santos needs some nightlife. I mean, as much as I love hitting the toot with lonely old rich guys in their hills, but it's getting a bit boring, isn't it? Not very... Hey, hold on.
Oh, up there, isn't it? Ugh, there's a habit of me going down this way. Ugh, wrong way. It's a habit for me to go down that way because I'm so used to the GPS telling me I'll go up that way when it's actually I want to go down. So just habit. But there we go. Whoa. By the way, Josh, what cars have been edited again with the liveries? Is it the Mamba and the Prairie, wasn't it, on the Ruiner? I can't remember what you said earlier. I'll check them out as well. You know, my live stream is an hour long.
Solid! I think we see your plane coming in. What do you mean he's missed the runway? No, he can't be passed out. Not with all them uppers in his system. Get up there and do something. Push some buttons.
Jesus, Dave, there's so many buttons.
Just press one. It's what you do for a living.
I'm a DJ, not a fucking pilot.
Go on, you've got this, my son. Make me proud.
Whoa!
That's not making me very proud.
Oh, okay, don't worry, I'm back.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Whatever you press before.
All right, okay, cool.
Don't press it. Okay. Proper bad juju, mate. We might be about to lose our DJ. Follow that private jet. Downtown. Head downtown. Solomon, you're gonna need to get it together, old son. Where is the man I love? Cool as a cucumber, while the rest of us are losing it. Getting proper rowdy. That's the Solomon on me right now. The miracle worker. The man who saved my bacon and my soul. Take control, Sol. You got this, boy. Lovely, lovely. You up there? Very nice. Now you watch telly, don't you? Streaming, whatever. Then you've seen it done a million times. Grab the stick and act like you know what you're doing. What? Shit, you alright? Oh, thank God for that. Now, you know what not to do, okay? point the stick again and keep the sky up there. The earth down here, eh?
He's pretty funny. I like him. As Joshua said down in the comments, he's got a good accent as well, being British like myself.
Check it. He's over Legion Square. Easy does it.
One question I'd like to know is why is there smoke coming out of the engine? Has it been hit? Is it something damaged?
Proper
I thought the power pilot just passed out.
Fucking chill. Monday afternoon on the beach. Recovery mode. Dreamscape. Panpipes. Know what I mean? Now give the pilot a kick, alright? Still out? Bollocks. They've left the city. Get on the freeway.
I'm on the freeway.
Are there any instructions about a manual?
A Haynes manual for how to fly your Charmail jet.
Search it. I mean, on your phone. I know you're on the phone, but I thought... Don't get shirked with me, my son. I'm not the one about to crash a plane. I'm trying to help. So, be smart now. You sure you want to do that? Flying's one thing, putting it down's another. Solomon? Solomon?
Wherever he's going, he's going close to the...
The bugger's going to try and land it. Follow him.
He's got to land it at some point.
He's over Bolingbroke Pen, the psycho. Shit! He's almost at Sandy Shores. The maniac's going for the airfield. Solly is playing a blinder here.
It's not the way I would have taken the airfield. I would have gone around the other way. He's got his undercarriage now.
Holy shit! He did it! The miracle worker! Let's go pick him up. Get on him, mate. Can't just leave him there. Hey, Solomon!
What a mooi, Dave. Where did you find the pilot?
Top of the range he was, son. No expense spared. Come here. I told you you were a miracle worker. Let's go work some more. Twat. Right, driver. Drive on. Let's get to the club. Show him his digs.
That was pretty funny, I like that bit. Right, let's head off back to the nightclub.
Right, son.
To be honest, Dave, that was pretty intense.
That's it, big man. What doesn't kill you, right? I've never